Jay, and yeah, we are finally back after a very long time. Okay, so let's start with feedback of medicine. The thought of medicine has become quite challenging. I know I have said this a lot of time, especially when I start my videos, but I really mean it this time. Medicine has become quite challenging. Basic science subjects are 8 that I'm currently taking, but one of the subjects is divided into 3, so it's like I'm having 11 subjects. Yeah, it's quite hectic, it's quite tough, but we're getting there. The interesting part about the subject is that like these subjects are mostly in form of specialization. They are the type of subjects that once you're done with your masters and you opt to specialize, you can go straight into them. Subjects include pediatrics, which involves children, gynecology, which is the study of women. We have surgery, which involves a lot of cutting. We have the pathology. We have pharmacology, which is still my favorite, though you can't specialize in pharmacology since we already have pharmacists doing that. And internal medicine, which is the tough one here. I don't know, it's just me, but whoa, in karaoke internal medicine, it's, yeah, let me leave it there. But yeah, that's the feedback on what's been happening in my medical life.
So I start my weekend by bathing, cleaning my room, getting dressed ready to sleep, and doing my face care. I love doing my face care, but I only get the time to do so on Fridays. After I do my face care with a face wash and applying my face mask, I feel so good and refreshed. I apply my lip. Actually, this is not mine, this is my friend's. Her name is Rachel. Sit down, write my journal, and then start studying. For today, I was studying internal medicine. As I said previously, it's the hardest on my side. So yeah, studied the ECG and everything about it for more than 2 hours. I was just scrolling there, and for a minute, like, people think that on Fridays we go out and have fun, but no, that's 12 and that's the time that you get to sleep. And finally, I woke up in the morning, alhamdulillah. I prayed on my prayer mat. I cleaned my place and my room, and then I went to bathe. Then I did some meditation and just appreciating the vibe. Then took my breakfast, and I was already on my way to Rotterdam.
So hey guys, heading towards the rhetoric event. As you can see now, I have moved to a new place, so I gotta walk a little bit to reach there. But yeah, this is my typical Saturday. Now say hi.
Kwa kazi yangu kuongea, kuwajulisha kuhusu malaria, how can we prevent malaria.
See you later. Bye.
After the training, I went back home and started cooking my meal, and it's time for me to relax.
And let's just dig into what we're gonna talk about today. Yeah, okay, so today I want to talk about something which is really important, and it just affects everyone. I want to talk about stress, I want to talk about anxiety, I want to talk about depression. Well, with lifestyles that we have, everyone, be it students, be it family, be it like a person who has their job and their lives together, everybody goes through stress and depression in some point of their life. And especially after this rising of pandemics, when the economy goes down and just a lot of things happen that drive people to become quite stressful and eventually be depressed in their life. So today I want to talk about the 5 things that you can do to resolve your stressful situation or to overcome depression. And point to note, these are the things that I think are useful, and I have actually applied them in my life because at some point I was very stressful over the counter. Over the past 6 months, I have had a lot of things going in my life which wasn't so great, so that's why I took a lot of time just digging and finding ways to just overcome the situation and be this happy bird that I am. So these are the ways that I think are useful, and it doesn't limit you that if you only do this you will be happy or things of that sort, but they have worked for me and they have worked for like other people, so you should just consider doing them. The first thing I've learned is breathing. I know it sounds weird. Breathing is what we do every day, but like there's some sort of way that you can breathe to just release your stress and just get done with whatever that you're going through. So I'm going to teach you the ways that I breathe when I face a negative impact. Perhaps I studied really hard for a certain test and then it didn't come out as great as I thought it would, and I'm just like disappointed, thinking like my life is miserable, like it's meaningless, things of that sort, you know. Actually, most students will understand this, but like, it's quite effective whatever situation that you're going through. Just breathe. You breathe by using 10 seconds, 5 seconds of inhale and 5 seconds of exhale. Let me teach you how to do it. So first, you start, perhaps you say the negative impact just came about you and you're sad. So you start. This has become quite useful in a lot of scenarios where like people have said that it was releasing them, putting all the negativity aside and making them feel fresh and like back to life. So we got on to point number 2. Second thing that you can do if you're going through a stressful situation is reach out. If you're going through a stressful situation that you think you can't handle on your own, just reach out to a loved one. Reach out to a person that you really trust and you love, because they say that a sense of touch from a person that you love is an antidepressant. Like it plays the same role with the drugs that people use to relieve themselves from stress. So if you reach out to a person, talk to them over what you're going through, cry a little bit, like get the hug, get the comfort that like you're not alone or things of that sort, and you will feel better. If you're going through a stressful situation, turn to the power which is highest above. Go back to your Lord, talk to Him, pray, make dua about it, because at the end of the day, if you run out of things to say, He will know like what to give you and make everything just be as peaceful as it is. And also the sense of faith in Iman makes you just say that sometimes this is planned to happen, that like better things are out to come, you see. So when you have faith, it just makes your life better. Some things which are religious based, they just make us feel more worthy, and also it gives us a lot of hope. So sometimes hope is the only thing that you need. The last thing that I want to say is do not dwell in your problems and look at the good things that are really happening. So most of us have this character of like connecting dots. So when we face one negative resistance, we start remembering like, this is why this happened, this is why this happened, this is why I'm broke, this is why like maybe this happened, and you link things that are bad that has happened to you without realizing that there are far more better, great things that you are worth and you have done, which you should be grateful for. So every time you face a negative resistance, perhaps you want to be depressed or you're anxious, face a panic attack, so just don't dwell on those problems. Remember the good things that are happening in your life. Point them out, be grateful about them, and so just make you like forget about it for some time. Lastly, I think I ran out, like I went out of count. I think this is the last one. It was 4, 3, 2, then this is the last one. Exercise and eating healthy. yeah, at the end of the day, our bodies need that. When you're facing depression, anxiety, and stressful situation, you need to eat well, need to exercise, need to release those hormones which are good for you, like endorphins. Like, dang, you really have to. So by exercising, you will have an increase in endorphins, which are neurotransmitters that will bring like good vibes, like sense of accomplishment and things of that sort. And also, if you eat healthy, you might forget your problems. I have friends that they might be crying and facing like very hard and stressful situations, but the minute you bring them food, like, woo, heaven, they forget their problems. So if you eat healthy and become energetic and exercise, you might forget